Willow Creek, population just under 4,000, was a place that belonged more to memory than to the modern world. A single main street ran through town, lined with the same diner, hardware store, and grocery that had been there for decades. People greeted each other by name. Strangers didn't stay strangers for long. It was the kind of town where porch lights stayed on, not because of fear, but as an open invitation to neighbors. That all changed on the night of April 17th. Emily Harper, 29 years old, was finishing a late shift at the lakeside bar. She was known for her warm smile, her sharp wit, and the way she remembered everyone's drink order. That night, she told a co-worker she had plans after work, but she didn't say with who. When morning came, Emily's car was still parked outside the bar. The driver's door was unlocked. Her keys were in the ignition, but Emily was gone. Her disappearance struck at the heart of the town's sense of safety. Friends plastered missing posters across telephone poles. Volunteers searched the woods and riverbanks. The local sheriff's department called in state investigators, but there was no trace, no phone signal, no credit card activity, no body. People told themselves it was a fluke, a tragic one-time event. They were wrong. 1 month later, on a rainy Wednesday morning, 33-year-old Sarah Price failed to show up for her job at the Willow Creek Public Library. Sarah was the kind of person who never arrived late, never missed a shift without notice. Her friends began calling her phone. No answer. By afternoon, deputies found her sedan abandoned at the entrance of Pine Hollow Woods. The driver's door hung slightly open. The keys were gone this time, but Sarah was nowhere to be found. 2 women, both well-liked, both gone without a trace. Fear, like a cold fog, began to creep over Willow Creek. Parents stopped letting their kids walk home alone from school. The diner, once a place of casual chatter, now buzzed with hush theories and suspicion. Detectives focused on Kyle Bennett, a 20-year-old bartender who worked with Emily. Several witnesses had seen them talking at the lakeside bar the night she disappeared. Kyle was young, a little rough around the edges, and already had a minor arrest for a bar fight on his record. It was easy for the rumor mill to turn him into a villain, but Kyle had been clocked in at work during Sarah's disappearance. Security footage confirmed it. He was cleared, but the damage to his reputation lingered. The case stalled until a detective noticed a subtle connection. Both Emily and Sarah had, at different times, been seen with Daniel Cross, a 44-year-old mechanic whose small garage sat just off the main road. Daniel wasn't just respected, he was liked. He fixed people's cars at a discount, donated to the high school's football team, and always asked about your family. Still, the connection was thin. Without physical evidence, it was nothing more than a name on a long list of acquaintances. Everything changed when investigators searched an abandoned storage unit Daniel had been renting in a nearby town. Inside a locked toolbox, they found a necklace belonging to Emily Harper and a library card with Sarah Price's name on it. With a search warrant for Daniel's property, police discovered something far more disturbing. Behind his garage was a weathered shed, its door secured with a rusted padlock. Inside, detectives found women's clothing, a broken cell phone, and small personal belongings tied to both missing women. And then came the most shocking discovery of all, an underground bunker hidden beneath a trapdoor in the shed floor. The narrow, dirt-walled space smelled of damp earth and gasoline. Inside was a thin, trembling woman. Her name was Rebecca Cole. She had been missing for 3 months. Rebecca told investigators she had been lured by Daniel under the pretense of fixing her car late at night. Once inside the garage, he had drugged her. She woke up in the bunker with no sense of time. Daniel visited her daily, bringing food and water, telling her no one was looking for her. Daniel Cross was arrested that same evening, without incident. In the interrogation room, he maintained his innocence until investigators laid out the evidence. The personal items, the bunker, Rebecca's testimony. His calm, almost friendly demeanor cracked. Over the following weeks, detectives pieced together his pattern. Daniel targeted women he had affairs with, or women he believed were interested in him. When the relationship soured or when they threatened to end it, he would isolate them, kill them, and hide the evidence. Rebecca was the exception, kept alive for reasons only Daniel seemed to understand. Forensic analysis later tied him to at least 3 other unsolved disappearances from neighboring counties. The trial was swift. Daniel Cross was found guilty on multiple counts of murder, kidnapping, and unlawful imprisonment. He was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. For Willow Creek, the verdict was a bittersweet relief. Justice had been served, but the wounds would linger. Emily and Sarah's families held vigils in the town square, their pictures framed by candles. Rebecca moved away, unable to bear the memories of the place where she'd been held. The town itself changed. Porch lights still burned at night, but now they were symbols of fear rather than welcome. Neighbors who once trusted one another now eyed each other warily. Parents told their children not to talk to anyone, even the people they'd known all their lives. In the end, the most haunting truth wasn't just what Daniel had done. It was who he had been to them. A friend, a neighbor, a helping hand. The kind of man who could hide a monster behind the smile of a good Samaritan. And in Willow Creek, no one ever looked at a familiar face the same way again.